Hey, fellas, listen up because there's something important that much of us are talking about today, and that has to do with getting yourself in check before finding the one. Before you find that female, before you go find that person, you have to worry about the key essential things that you need to focus on as a man so that you're actually able to build and cultivate a beautiful relationship that lasts a lifetime. And I'll touch bases on the things that I have learned and the things that will help you out when you actually are ready to find that relationship. Let's dive right into it. So, number one, understanding that a relationship is like a car. The car starts off great. The car is amazing, it's running amazing, it's running great. But sooner or later, that car will need maintenance. Just like a relationship. The relationship starts off great. You start off in this honeymoon phase and you're moving 90 miles per hour and it just feels so smooth. It feels so amazing. But then you hit those road bumps, you hit those potholes, and things start to get a little shaky. And it starts to eventually make your car need that maintenance. That's like a relationship, fellas. When you guys start running into certain problems and your car starts to need maintenance, you have to work on certain things. You have to talk certain things out. You have to communicate certain things to move forward in a relationship. Not only that, you have to be adaptable to make that car continue to keep running and keep flowing. So these are essential things that men need to focus on before they find that one. And these are essential. These are important if you want a lifelong relationship. Number one, the physical aspect. This is the most surface level thing, and that's why I want to talk about it first. Focusing on your body and the things that you're giving your body is really important because your appearance does matter. That's the first thing that she will see when you try to approach her or when she approaches you, something like that. But going to the gym is essential. Focusing, you don't have to be a bodybuilder, but you don't have to be perfect. But having a decent physique is important. Not only is it important for your health, it's just important for your confidence overall, because a man that has built and has worked on himself has confidence. He has that zeal, he has that charisma when he walks in the room. He knows that he's worth something, right? And the things that you intake are now important as well, because the way you go about life, the way you feel, it's important. When you eat things that make you feel great, it's really important because it makes you have a different aura, you have a different charisma when you go around people, you know what I'm saying? So focusing on what you eat is very, very important as a man. Thirdly, for physical appearance, I want to say skincare. Having a skincare routine in place, being able to have a clear face throughout the time is very important. You don't have to have $100 to $200 skincare routine, but having a clear face is very important. And it's something that everybody sees when you're walking past them or when you walk into a room. That's the first thing that they will see. Now let's get into mentality. Your mentality as a man, you have to be a leader, but not just any type of leader. No one wants a dictator. No one wants somebody that's going to control them. You have to be a leader that somebody will willingly follow you. And I had to learn that with relationship because I came into a relationship trying to be a dictator. I tried to say, hey, because I'm the man, this is how it goes, and I don't want to hear anything else. No, you will scare your partner off, brother. You will scare your partner off. Don't go into a relationship being that type of man. It's good to be assertive. It's good to have boundaries and be able to put your foot down. But to be a dictator, nobody wants a dictator, okay? Nobody wants a person that's like their father that rules their life. All right. So being a good leader is essential. And how you can start by being a good leader is working on yourself, working on your mindset. So reading is something that will really be essential in relationships. The more you read, the more ideas you have, the more you are capable to actually meet someone and actually get someone to do something that's beneficial for them and for yourself. Because at the end of the day, if you're going to lead someone, it has to be in a positive direction. The way you're leading them is important, and that starts with your mindset. You have to work on your mindset, and the way I do this is by doing the things that you don't want to do. Will cultivate discipline. And that discipline carries a long way because it will carry through various different things. You'll have discipline in a lot of different aspects of your life. And that's very important. It's very important for your mentality because a more disciplined man is able to go through life doing the things that he does not want to do, but that he knows he has to do. And that's what makes a great leader at the end of the day. Number three. Being adaptable. You have to be adaptable with changes in a relationship because human beings change. As we go through our lives, as we go through things, we change. We become different people. We figure out that we like different things. We figure out that we want to do something completely different than what we did when we were just 5 months earlier. Human beings change. It's just a part of life. You grow, you change, you develop. It's just a part of life. So you have to be adaptable of changes that are going to come with a relationship, because the person that you meet on a first date, it's not going to be the same person that you are with on the 90th date. This part is essential. Things are going to change. You have to be adaptable. You have to be open-minded. And I'll get into that in a second. You have to be able to adapt to your partner. You have to be able to adapt to changes that will come with you and your partner, because that's important, Phyllis. You might change as well. She has to adapt to those things, and not change in a bad way. And that's just part of life. People change. All right. So adaptability is something that's very, very important. And you can learn adaptability in a lot of different ways. When you start doing something that you're uncomfortable with, you're adapting to that thing. You know what I'm saying? When you jump into a freezing pool at first, it's going to be freezing cold at first, but your body is going to naturally adapt to that temperature. So the next thing I'm going to touch bases on is being more mindful. Be open-minded, be mindful of what your partner is telling you, because some things, your partner might see certain things a certain way, but you might see certain things the other way. And you have to understand that both of your points are valid, but you have to come to this clear understanding, like, okay, I understand what you're saying, baby, and I just didn't see it that way, but your feelings are totally validated, and maybe the way I was doing things would make you feel this way, and I'm sorry about that. Sometimes just being open-minded, hearing her out, and being able to resolve the problem. Okay. Next is your pride. You guys have to, if you're coming into a relationship with somebody, you can't get into arguments and get into confrontations, and you can't be the one that's doing things wrong and not be able to apologize. Sometimes you just have to be able to apologize, and you're not a wimp. You're not a peep pop. Okay, that's another word for you're not a peep pop for literally just telling your woman, like, yo, look, I'm sorry, baby. Sometimes that's all you need to say. I'm sorry, baby. Like, if you did something wrong, you did something wrong, just let go of your pride, man. It really goes a long way. Just apologize. Try to make her happy. And what I like to do, try to butter her out sometimes. You look beautiful in that dress. I love how you put that hairstyle together. You know what I'm saying? Little things like that go far with. They really do. You know what I'm saying? So really just dropping that pride and coming in alignment with your woman and telling her, yo, I'm sorry. Okay. It will save you a lot of hardship in the future as well, gentlemen. Accountability. Fellas, if you did something, okay, you're going to want to be accountable about it. You wouldn't want your woman doing something to you, or, wronging you in a way, and then being so prideful about it that she can't own up to her mistakes. Just owning up, being accountable for your actions, it really goes along with it. It really goes along with it. You want to be accountable for the things that you do, okay, in life, and that's not just only with relationships, but with everybody that you meet. Accountability goes a long way. I know I talked about all this internal stuff, but at the end of the day, we need to also focus on our financial status. Okay, this is a big one. I might get some hate for this, but hey, my guys that understand. Look, when you get into a relationship, bro, you have to have money for dinners. Okay, you have to have money to be able to do things like go places. You know what I'm saying? Like actually travel, or actually take her out on nice dates. Actually treat her to nice things. Be able to buy her things, my guys. Because as a man, like, if you're a truly good leader, like when you have a woman that is super amazing, super great, man, you want to take good care of her, bro. Being able to actually afford dates, and actually afford gifts, and actually afford trips. Those things are important. You know what I'm saying? When I first got together with my lady, I couldn't afford anything. You know what I'm saying? I was a young, broke man. Life was tough, but I'm so glad I found a great woman. She really stuck with me when I had nothing. She stuck with me when I had nothing. I couldn't do nothing for this girl. Like, I couldn't take her out on dates. There'll be sometimes 5 months we didn't go out on one date. But because of how I made her feel, is why she stuck around. And because of how real she was at the end of the day, is why she stuck around. Because it's hard, man. It's hard when you have such a great woman and you can't take good care of her. You know what I'm saying? So definitely focus on your pockets, whether it's finding a job or finding a career, you feel me? Finding a career, or maybe you might start a business. Maybe you might be an influencer. However you get it. Maybe you might even be an investor. However you get it, at the end of the day, focus on your finances so that you're actually able to take care of that beautiful woman that you do find in the future. that's everything that I'll say you should focus on as a man before getting into a relationship. You guys check out my other videos. Other than that, I'll see you guys next time. Peace.